Resource Center.
Member publication.
Maximum velocity. Positive prevention.
National Affiliate Network. New Injury Initiative.
In touch with kids.
Peace Project.
Welcome to Couch Talk. Today we're with Santina Muha.
Hi.
How you doing, sweetie?
Good.
Where you from?
From New Jersey, all around New Jersey.
What part?
Mostly the coast, like by the Jersey Shore, Toms River, New Jersey.
Okay, what's that on your back? I seen something you coming out.
Oh.
So I'm see you representing Rutgers big time.
Yeah, because they won. They're kicking.
Yeah, they're kicking butt.
Yeah, they're kicking butt, and that's where I went to school. And of course, they didn't win once while I went there.
But they won.
And now they're doing real good.
So tell me about yourself.
Well, I'm 23, and I just graduated from Rutgers.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm working for the National Spinal Cord Injury Association. I'm their communication associate. So I do a lot of writing for them, for the website, and for their publication, SCI Life. And it's a really good job because now I love to write. I've always been a writer.
Okay.
And now I get to write and also, incorporate obvious personal experience with a spinal cord injury. So it's a really good starting place because I can really feel like I know what I'm talking about.
Right. They're in Maryland, aren't they? But,
yeah, they're based out of.
So where do you work out of? Like,
I work out of my house.
oh, so you can just do it at home.
Yeah.
And just put it, they just update the
Phone
website.
interviews.
Yeah, that's beautiful. So that just lets you know that it doesn't matter where you're from. You can work from home. It doesn't matter. So.
I've interviewed some really important politicians like in my pajamas. They don't know.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Well, all of my life I've wanted to be on television. In fact, you may have seen me. I was on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire recently, and the first person ever in a wheelchair on the show. So that was kind of a big deal.
Yeah. So,
it was really fun. But that's that's a game show. I'd like to take it farther and do some sort of hosting. Maybe I'd like to be on E or like be on Access Hollywood type of a thing.
Right.
Or be an actress, or any really thing in the entertainment industry. I just love. I just wanted to be able to turn on a TV and be like, oh.
That's right. So do I.
That's me.
Me too. The same way. I love entertainment.
Exactly.
It's very
because we spend a lot of time talking about technology and all that stuff, and it's very important. Also, rehab and everything. That's so important. But also, there's media and pop culture and just being represented. And it really will make a huge difference once people with disabilities are more in the mainstream, because then it's going to be like, it'll be more relatable. What if so-and-so came here and she couldn't use the bathroom? You could put a face with it, which was great when Christopher Reeve was around.
Right.
But we need more of that. Rappers, we need
exactly, because there's
females,
more of us out there.
males.
There's comedians,
quadriplegics, paraplegics. It's all different.
Exactly, it's diverse out there.
Exactly, yeah.
Right. So tell me, how did you get injured?
Well, back in 1989, I was in a car accident. I was almost 6 years old.
Wow.
And it was a 3-car accident, and I went to Robert Wood Johnson Hospital in New Brunswick. It's a really good hospital, and they gave me the news. And at 6 years old, 5 years old, it's like, oh, okay. You don't really know what's going on. You're riding around in a chair. It's kind of almost fun. I mean, once you get past the pain and the the little addiction to morphine I had as a 5-year-old. Once you get past all that, then it's like, oh, cool. What's this? So that's how I sustained my injury. So I guess I remember what it was like to walk, because I did, go to my next door neighbor, I had a swing set and everything, and I remember all of that.
Wow.
But most of my life has been spent, in a wheelchair, so I guess I'm pretty good at adapting.
Well, you're very inspirational, You just kept going forward, Didn't give up, It's good spirit. So what would you basically like the world to know? Like, what kind of inspirational words can you give to the audience out there to just basically let them know not to sit around and be depressed and give up? Because, you're doing things with your life. You're going around, You got dreams, you got goals, you're not just sitting in the house, What kind of message can you give?
Well, it's so cliche, but I really think everything happens for a reason. And I think that you just have to just figure out a different way to do things. There's no, everything that I'm about to say is so cliche, but you can't let people tell you can't do something.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to figure out a different way how to do it. Before my injury, I was a dancer. I was in a dance class, and that was going to be my thing, dancing and acting.
Right.
Well, after my accident, I can still dance. I can be, you know, a wheelchair dancer, but I decided to just go a completely different route. But I didn't abandon altogether my entertainment dreams. And so whatever your thing may be, you just need to find a way to do it. That's it. And you can, but nobody's going to knock on your door and say, hey, you know, by any chance, do you want to be a chef? You need to do it yourself.
Go out there and show the world that you got these talents.
And you know what? It takes time. And if you sustain an injury and you need a few years to get used to it, take a few years and get used to it. You don't need to go out the next day. But it definitely takes time, and you need to incorporate yourself. You need to do however you want. If you need to throw yourself into a group of all people in wheelchairs and feel that, you know, relate, do that. Or if you need to disassociate yourself altogether, you know, do that. Do what you need to do. Don't let anybody tell you that it's the wrong way. You should, because when I was growing up, people would tell me all the time, you should go to, you know, support groups with all people in wheelchairs.
Right.
And at that age, I was like 15 years old, and I'm like, please, what are you? I don't need to do that. And I didn't at the time, but now, especially now working for this, like the association that I'm working for, I just went to a summit. That's where I met you, and I was surrounded by people in wheelchairs. And at this stage of my life, I was very comfortable there because now we had things to talk about, and it was like relating. Whereas if I had done that maybe when I was 15, I probably wouldn't have even come out of my hotel room.
Wow.
So you just have to go at your own pace and, you know, make your own identity. And the most important thing is, you don't want somebody to ever say to you, I don't even notice that you're in a wheelchair anymore, because that's almost rude. But you do want people to maybe put it as number 2 or 3 on the list of what that they, you know, the characteristics that describe you shouldn't be you're in a wheelchair and this. It should be you're this, and you're in a wheelchair and this. It is a part of who you are, but it should never be the only thing.